She knows Chase. Are people joining in? Okay, great. So we're talking about the mindset of a chairman tonight. Can they see this pretty good? Can you try to get it in? I just want y'all to be able to see it. You want me to come in closer? How does that look? All right, we're working with some things here because I want you to be able to see it now.
See it now. Are you going to be using this?
No, just this, Rachel.
Move the board over this way.
All right, so I'm gonna move the board. Do I need to come in?
It's a little bit better.
Okay. We're just gonna work this till y'all can see me. I want people to be able to see the board. You want me to come closer? Come to the light.
Right there. Oh, that's much better.
Right there? So they can see the dry erase board now, because that's what I really want.
Yes.
What does it say right here on the thing? Can you see it?
The mindset of a chairman.
That's all. All right.
They say yes. Let's go, Spiller.
Let's rock it. Let's rock it.
Somebody said a bit closer.
A bit closer? How is it?
Let me see. If you bring it up a little bit, I'm gonna ask him. He's gonna bring it up a little closer. Bring it in just a little bit. Is that better? Okay, I got some people saying perfect, awesome. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Be closer to me.
What you say, Andrea?
Bless the Lord.
At all times. Guys, I'm so excited that you joined tonight. Listen, we had a fantastic training here in Houston. We're teaching people how to trade in Forex, and I'm excited to be able to talk to you this evening. Guys, tell you a little bit about myself. My boo queen is here with me. Come here, Teresa. She's looking very ethnic. She's looking very ethnic. She's looking very ethnic tonight. So she's looking very ethnic tonight. Can she? I don't know if she's tall enough. Can they see her? If so, I want to be able to see her. All right. So they can see her. All right. That's my queen. Hey, girl. Get on. All right. Slapped on the butt. All right. Now, listen. So we're going to talk tonight. We're going to talk tonight about the mindset of a chairman, okay? Or for my women, chairwoman.
Someone said that to you.
So whatever you want tonight, we're going to do that. So now, guys, I want to go over some things with you that I feel will be wise and prudent to share with you and show with you so that you can understand how you're supposed to be thinking or how we are trained to think, okay? So now, when you are born into this world, you are born as an empty chalice. And this is what we call your subconscious. I need you to see this. This is your subconscious. So when you're born into this world, you're born with pure subconscious. Pure subconscious. Now, underneath the subconscious is what we call the conscious mind. I want y'all to get this. This is very important. I'm going to explain to you right now. You're going to find out why you've been losing all your life or why you've been winning suddenly. We're going to explain it to you right now. So now, when you're born with pure subconscious, right? Now what happens is, as you get older, you develop what we call the conscious mind, right? I need you to understand, your subconscious mind knows no limits. So we're going to say here, this is limitless, okay? This is where your imagination is. This is where your, not just your imagination is, this is where your colorful thinking is. It's all in the subconscious, right? It knows no boundaries. Now, your conscious mind knows reality. What happens as you get older, your conscious mind feeds into your subconscious mind. Your conscious mind feeds into your subconscious mind. Right? Now, here is the problem, because reality defines our ability. So I'm going to write this down. Reality, you want to get this, defines your ability. Is everybody getting this? Because this is very important. Reality, say this with me. If you're at home, you need to listen to this. Reality defines your ability. I need you to get that. If you don't get nothing else, you got to get this. Your reality defines your ability. Right? So this is very important. My God, this is very important. You got to get this. Right? Your reality defines your ability. Now, I need you to understand this about reality. Reality is not real.
Wow.
I need y'all to get this. Y'all can talk, I got an audience here. I need you to understand that reality is not real. I want you to write this down. Your reality is developed.
Wow.
You better preach, baby.
Your reality is always developed. Y'all gotta get this. This is so important. Right? Your reality is developed. What is your reality? It is developed. I need y'all to understand this. Did y'all write that down? If you didn't write it down, that's why I'm struggling with getting this out to you. Did you know right now? Your reality is developed. It's not, it is developed, right? And as your reality is developed, watch this now. Your reality, watch this, paints the picture of possibility. Are y'all getting this? My reality is developed. But then once reality is developed, it tells me my possibility. Not only does it tell me my possibility, get this down, it also tells me my potential.
Wow.
Right? So my reality defines possibility. And my reality defines my potential. Is everybody getting this? Are y'all listening to me live? Are y'all getting this? Because it's very important. So then, my reality is developed, right? So this is what you gotta understand about this. This is what we call developed, y'all need to get this, consciousness. Are y'all getting this? This, the conscious mind, this is called developed consciousness. For whatever you think is real, or whatever you think is possible, or whatever you think is potential, is what you've developed over time. Watch this. And what time has showed you, watch this, based on your ability, is possible. So then, what's possible for another person may not be possible for you. And your impossibility is based on your reality.
Wow.
So whatever you don't think you can do is what you taught yourself you can't do.
Come on, sir.
Oh man, that spill is wilding out today. Whatever you don't think you can do is what you've taught yourself you can't do. So if you've taught yourself what you can't do, then you also can teach yourself what you can do.
Yes, sir.
So then all you need in order to be successful is to start breaking down mental realities that you created for yourself that limit your potential, your promise, and your ability. Am I making sense?
Yes, sir.
So then what happens is my developed consciousness feeds into my subconscious, right? My developed consciousness, what is developed consciousness? What I believe is possible and what I see in my potential feeds into my subconscious. The reason why you can't dream or see yourself bigger than what you are is because you've developed a weak consciousness about yourself.
Wow.
You know more about your weaknesses than you do your strengths. And that's because you've got weak people around you that always talk about your weaknesses and never exemplify your strengths. How many of y'all got some weak folk around you? I'm talking about some weak, putrid, defiled, polluted, nasty, septic tank relationships that are feeding into your developed consciousness that only show you what's wrong with you. And the reason why you're not successful is because you've given somebody free reign to develop your consciousness about yourself.
I got it.
All right, I'm gonna have Tim not to be so loud. She's so loud right now. She's so loud. She getting excited. When she see her man flowing like that, it's kind of euphoric right now. So she feeling this thing, and it ain't even holy. So I'm praying for her right now. Okay, so now I'm talking about the mindset of a chairman, right? Any chairman that is in IMarketsLive, if they have made it to chairman, if they personally have 500 people in their organization, you have to be able to ask yourself why. Why are they able, or were they able, to put 500 people in their organization? Right? Why were they able to put 500 people in their organization? Are they special? Are they unique? Are they better than you? No. They have developed consciousness. Watch this. Now I need y'all to get this, because let me erase all this. Y'all got this? All right. Because reality defines your ability. And your reality is based upon the experiences that you've had. And you're allowing your experiences to dictate and define your potential. Everybody say this with me. I'm allowing my experiences to dictate. Y'all can talk in here. It's okay. I'm allowing my experiences to dictate my possibility and my potential. Now the question is, what if your experiences wasn't right? Right? So what we're going to do, we're getting to the mindset of the chairman. So I want to erase this, right? But I want to do something. Y'all still with me? Because I'm going to kill this tonight. I'm going to destroy every week. Listen, I'm going to destroy every weakness in you tonight. You ain't going to ever see your weakness ever again. You ain't going to ever see what your problem is. Listen, you're going to be so high on yourself that you're going to go chairman just because you think you deserve it. Are y'all hearing me? Are y'all hearing me? Listen, if your team is not on this call, you're a loser. If you don't have your team on this call, you have defined your ability to win. So if you ain't texting right now, get on this, 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 you've already lost. You're just waiting for time to catch up with your loser's mindset. Okay? So my conscious mind develops my subconscious mind. My conscious mind, my reality, develops my subconscious. Now, y'all ready for this? Now, I'm going to do something real quick, because I need y'all to see this. I want y'all to get this. The mindset of a chairman, all right? Do we still have people joining? We still have people getting on? Just want to make sure that my line is full tonight. Listen, I ain't doing this work, and y'all ain't getting on here. Y'all better be talking to people to get them on this thing, right? Okay, now, there is something, I'm going to show you something. Let me show you something. Now, I want you to show you. Now, this is your subconscious mind. It's always a chalice. It always can be poured into, right? And this is your conscious mind, right? I want you to see this. Because I'm going to show you why you're not winning, right? Now, whenever the conscious mind dumps into the subconscious, it creates what we call a paradigm. I want y'all to get this. It creates a paradigm. Right? Now I want you to see this paradigm. What the paradigm does is it cuts off the chalice from being poured into. Now, this is what we call a mental paradigm. When the subconscious is fed a mental paradigm in it. Now, what is it fed? Let's just say poor or poverty. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you why, as a team leader, you're frustrated with your team, and why they're not building, and why no matter how much you talk to them, they're not trying. Because their conscious mind has poured so much poverty into it that their imagination is now sealed.
Reach their limits.
So now, this is their imagination here, right? I hope y'all getting this. All right, this is their imagination. So the conscious mind has poured so much poverty and so much poorness into it that the subconscious is sealed. And all they can do is think with a poor mindset. All they can do is think with a poverty mindset. That's all they can do. So here you are as a coach or a mentor, right? So you're the coach, you're the mentor. And you're trying to pour into your weekly meetings, into their conscious mind.
Wow. Yeah.
Right? Come on, y'all come on. I need all my chairmans, my platinum 5000s, my platinum 2000s, my platinum 1000. I need y'all to hear this, right? Because to go to platinum 1000, you've taken a leap to where you've cracked a paradigm somewhere, right? So if you've never hit it before, this is your first time hitting it, that means you cracked the paradigm. But if you got a team, if you got somebody in your team and they're struggling and they're not hearing, this is why. Because it doesn't matter how much you pour into them. It doesn't matter how much wisdom you give them. Don't matter how much knowledge you give them. I'm going to show you how to break this. I'm going to show you how to have the mindset of a chariot. Doesn't matter how much wisdom, how much knowledge. Doesn't matter how much you pour into them. Because when that wisdom and knowledge tries to come in, because the paradigm is already set, it's going to come in, but it's going to repel back out.
Right.
So no matter how much you try to put in them on how to make money, on how to build a team, because you have not deconstructed this paradigm, because you ain't broke it, it doesn't matter how much you pour into it, they're going to reject it. That's why you get frustrated and come, I don't know what my team are going. I don't know why these people ain't doing this. I don't know why you going to Cruise. I don't know why you show up on Thursday. I don't know why you show up on Tuesday. I don't know why you show up on Monday. Because you never broke the paradigm.
That's good.
And if the paradigm stays intact, you just talking to somebody that ain't really hearing you because you never got down to the root
That's it.
of destroying that poverty. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
That makes sense? Hey, let me see. Are people talking on here?
Yes.
Oh, yes, they are.
Let me ask you a question, because I need to see. Does this make sense? Does this define why you're frustrated? I need to see if people talking.
Yes.
Does this define why you're frustrated?
Yep.
Yes.
Because what you're trying to do is you're trying to feed a conscious mind that has already been developed by a broke mama,
Come on.
they broke daddy,
Come on, sir.
they broke grandparents. Come on, y'all. Come on. Watch it. They broke fiance. They broke boo. Y'all hear me? They broke ex. All of these people have played a major role in their life by defining their reality. And it doesn't matter how much you pour, as long as this paradigm is intact, it's going to bounce right off and they're going to go right back to what they were doing right after the meeting. And some of y'all are spending time with people that's frustrating the hell out of you because you don't know how to break this paradigm, and you're trying to pull people to the well and they don't want to get well. You're trying to give them something to drink. They don't want to drink. That's because you've never learned to deconstruct the mental paradigm that's in place, because their mama is stronger than you. Their daddy is stronger than you. Their grandparents are stronger than you. Their ex-husband, their ex-wife, their new wife, their new husband is much stronger than you. And those people, listen, can I tell you this? People marry people out of broken paradigms. Right? So typically the woman that you got or the man that you got right now is typically out of a broken paradigm. So that person even comes in and feeds into your messed up psyche to get you not moving forward. We're talking about the mindset of a chairman. Are y'all hearing me tonight?
Sir.
I just want to be sure y'all hear me, because that's what's wrong. What's wrong is you got a team and you're trying to fire them up, but you never reach the poverty. So now, I'm going to show you something. All right, let me show you something. Y'all ready for this? Mm-hmm. Yeah, some more. All right, now, that's the story of Jesus, and he was going into a city and he saw a fig tree. He saw a fig tree, right? And when he saw this fig tree, he walked up to the fig tree, and agriculturalists teach us these are leaves. About figs, these are leaves. Agriculturalists teach us that when a fig tree has leaves, it's supposed to have fruit. So he's walking up to this fig tree, he sees that leaves, and he's hungry for the fruit. And when he saws that the tree doesn't have any fruit, the Bible says he cursed it and he walked into the city. Right? He cursed and walked into the city. Now, when he cursed the tree and said, "You shall die and you shall not live," here's the problem. Everybody was looking on the outside because the disciples were baffled. They said, "Oh my God, he spoke to this tree. The tree didn't do anything." The next day they came out, the tree was dead. The paradigm down here. And underneath the paradigm are all these roots. Right? This is the tree. The reason why you're frustrated with your team is because you're looking at the beauty of the tree. But the tree don't have any fruit on it.
Wow.
Some of y'all have brought people into your team and they got plenty of leaves. They have plenty of potential. They have no fruit. And the reason why I have no fruit, is because of this paradigm. So what Jesus does when he curses the tree, the next day they come out, the Bible says that the tree was dead from the roots. So it died from the roots. So what he did was he destroyed all of these roots first. If you want to build your team, you got to destroy the root. If you want your team to bear fruit, you got to learn how to destroy the root. Boy, if we taught this is Psychology 101. If you want to be a chairman this year, you got to learn how to destroy the roots in your team. Or, call them dead and leave them alone. Okay, I need y'all to get this. I need y'all to get this. Some of y'all working with trees that ain't gonna never bear fruit.
Come on, sir.
And you trying to help them. This is not ministry. You are not their pastor. They got a church for that. You are not their therapist. They have a psychologist for that. Some of you are trying to be a doctor. And while you're being a doctor to the few that you finally brought in, the first 3, you're trying to babysit them. Watch this now, and they have no fruit. Listen, you've been with them 3 weeks, you've been with them 1 month, and there's still no fruit on the tree? Then that tells you there's a lot of root problem. If I can get teams, if I can get people on teams to learn how not to pour into people that are not looking for the next best level, then you will find yourself gravitating to the people that are hungry for the next level. Many of you, watch this. All right, the law of attraction says maybe you attracting fruitless trees because you're fruitless.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe the reason why your business is not growing is because you're attracting yourself.
Yeah.
Maybe you jacked up. Think about it. Just think about it. So now, I told you about the paradigm. So I know what you're going to say. Dr. Spiller, you're talking to me. How do I change my paradigm? Y'all ready? So I'm going to show you, right? This like, okay, now, let me give my testimony. I'm not just a spokesperson. I'm also a client. So everything I'm going to tell you now is what I had to go through myself. Right? So, in order to break a paradigm, if you want to break it, there's only a couple of ways to break it. All right? It's your conscious mind. If you're going to break a paradigm, listen, it's your conscious mind. You have to feed your mind the place where it needs to grow. Okay, now, this is the subconscious. And sometimes this is hard because a lot of our subconscious is connected to soul ties or connected to families or connected to exes. You know, exes bring hexes, and some of y'all can't move forward because you can't leave your ex alone. But we're gonna leave that alone, all right? So what we want you to do is get away from your exes. I'm talking about ex-business partners. I'm talking about ex-co-workers. Come on, you gotta break away from your exes. They're ex for a reason, all right? So now, if you want to redevelop this, you have to start implementing in your mind new things. One of these guys named Austin Godsey, Chairman 25. I love him. I love watching him do it because, guys, I need you to understand. I have mental mentors that are still alive to me, but they're dead in this realm. They're dead in this realm, but they're alive to me. I talk to them all the time, right? And you need to start talking to them too, right? And so what the problem is, you're talking to too many folk that are alive in this dimension. And because you're talking to too many folk that are alive in this dimension, they can't feed into you what you need to get. And so sometimes you got to dig to people who have passed, but their knowledge is still existing, right? So they died, but they're still alive. Their knowledge is still here. Their consciousness is still here. Their mindset is still here. So who do I talk to? So I talk to different authors, right? So I have all these authors that I feed into my subconscious, right? Whether it's Neville Goddard, right? Or Earl Nightingale, or Napoleon Hill, John Maxwell. I pour all of these men into my conscious mind because in order to break this paradigm, right? In order to break this seal, the only way you can break the seal is with new information. Now, I'm going to tell you something right now. Many of you have not changed your mental paradigm because the only thing you're digesting is TV.
Come on, sir.
I'm going to say something. I want you to write this down. I never want you to forget it. Right? Not in the word television. Television. Now, what is the purpose of television? It's to tell you a vision. What is the purpose of television? I'm going to show you why you're broke and your team's not growing and why you're frustrated and why you don't have the mindset of a chairman. Because you're watching television. And what television does is it tells a vision. But what does this E stand for? Economics. E-commerce. I need you to understand this. The purpose of television is to tell you a vision so you can spend your money. I need y'all to get this, right? What's the purpose of television? To tell you a vision so you can spend your money. Why else do they spend millions of dollars on commercials? They spend millions of dollars on commercials so they can tell you a vision. You didn't want a Budweiser until you saw the commercial. You didn't want a Domino's pizza till this. You didn't want that particular car. Come on, I need you to think about all those things. Think about everything. And so the purpose of television is to tell you a vision, and wherever there is a vision, there's a plan. So what is the plan of the television? The plan of the television is to dictate where you spend your money. But the plan of the television, watch this, there's a plan. Now with the plan is a mindset. I need y'all to see this, this is very important. Right? With the plan is a mindset. So then they know that when they give you a vision, they have a plan to give you a mindset to make you spend your money. Let's try it again. They put a vision in your mind. The purpose of putting a vision is to give the purpose of the vision is to release that plan to develop a mindset to get your money. So many of you right now, watch this, would rather watch an empire than build one. So I got folks on here talking about you cooking. You ain't cooking. If you are, you ain't got no chips. Come on, come on. You're like an Oreo without the middle filling, right? You're just two pieces of cookie without the middle filling. You look like a cookie. You act like a cookie, but you ain't got the insides of the cookie. Watch this. That separates you from every other cookie. So what we have now, what you'll have on your team is a whole bunch of pretenders that look like they got it going, but they don't got it. Why? Because they've never reconstructed their mind with new information from new authors. If you don't have authors, if you have authors, you have to have mentors. Now, I need you to write this down, right? A mentor gives you a roadmap to success. You don't have a mentor, or you don't have somebody that can check you. See, when I wanted to go chairman, I had to first put someone in my life that's already done what I was trying to do in order to get there. So my mentor in this situation was David. Now, I had to make this up in my mind when I brought David to me. Well, I can't wait to talk about testicular fortitude, but give me a second. So what the first thing I had to do was I had to get David. Now, but before I met David, I had to settle some things in myself about what David was going to be able to do for me. Now, here it is. Because you want a mentor, but you haven't qualified your mind for a mentor. Wow. Right? So David should have the ability to break up this paradigm. Right? So not only are authors doing it, but David was doing it. So what if your mentor is Alex or Jason or Matt? I need y'all to hear this, right? If these people are your mentor, they should have the ability to break up. I don't care if you've been successful before. If you haven't reached the level where they reached, then you got to be able to say to yourself, I need you to tell me what to do so that I won't have to do it on my own to repeat a cycle that you've already went through. I don't need to come in like I already know everything.
Come on, sir.
Right? And this is what I can't stand about MLMers. Guys, listen, you were a six-figure earner years ago. You ain't made six figures recently in a long time. So if you ain't made six figures recently, your yesterday's six figures don't count for today because strategies have changed, tactics have changed, people have changed, marketing has changed, and you don't do it. You can't do it the way you used to do it. So then if you got these people who are doing something, you've got to decide within yourself to put your ego in check so that you can allow them to teach you what to do. I need somebody to come in. I need somebody to come and look. Are people talking to me? I'm hoping y'all talking to me. If y'all ain't talking to me, I'm going to disconnect. Because I can go home. Right? I'm one of those type of people. Are they talking to me? I'll just make sure y'all talking to me. Because don't play with me. Not tonight.
They trying to keep you here.
I just came from Dallas. All right, now watch this. So you got Alice, you got Matt, you got Jason, you got David, and you got to be able to say, look, guys, y'all doing it now. Which means, now I want you to write this down. Now means relevant. Relevant. Some of the people that come into our organization, your tactics are no longer relevant because they don't fit the systemic culture that is functioning right now. That's why you got to be able to have some people in your life that come in your life and tell you from the jump, no, you don't need to do this, no, you don't need to do that. No. See, here is the reason why we're not successful. Because can't nobody check your behind. You too arrogant. You've been on the rank for 3 months and ain't moved. I figured something out. Hopefully this will help you. If I'm stuck at a rank for a certain period of time, then I need to call my mentor. Right? It's like the market. Can I show you this? Being stuck is like the market. Now, I need you to catch this. All right. Y'all know how the market will trend up, and then, watch this, and then it goes into consolidation, right? Now, when it goes into consolidation, you don't know if it's going to go up, you don't know if it's going to go down. How many of y'all businesses in consolidation? You don't know if it's going to go up, you don't know if it's going down. You've been at Platinum 1,000 for 3 months, Platinum 2,000 for 3 months, Platinum 5,000 for 1 month, and your business is in consolidation. You know why it's in consolidation? Because your strategy is no longer working. So what do you need to do? When your business is in consolidation and moving, you got to call your mentor. That's why they're there. Don't sit there, it ain't working, I'm tired, I'm sick. Shut up with all that. We sick of hearing all that crying from you. Get with your mentor. Ask your mentor, hey, you know, your stuff's still growing and I'm kind of chilling. Must have been on chill for a month. Your mentor should say, what are you doing? Right? Here's the thing. Can they change your procedure without you getting an attitude? If your business is moving in consolidation and you don't know which way to go, right? That's why you have Optimus Prime, right? Somebody that's skilled in it to kind of cushion the place where your business is falling apart. But I found this out. Some of us are too arrogant to ask for help. I want to write a word here. I'm going to try to write it slow. Y'all ready? What's that word?
Help.
Now, have you ever noticed that inside of help is a personal pronoun he? Have you ever noticed that he is in help? You're never going to get help till you define your he's. Who's your help? Who is the he that you can call on to break you out of consolidation? Because your business tripping. All right? Now let me sweat. I'm working tonight. Just let me sweat. Don't even wipe me down. Don't wipe me down because I'm on. I'm feeling my little webby tonight. Because I'm on. Because I'm wipe me down. Wipe me down. Wipe me down. Because I'm on. Because I'm on. Wipe me down. Okay, now. All right. What time is it?
9:37.
All right. I'm going to 10 and I'm cutting y'all off. Right. Now, I need to get y'all this. Because it's supposed to be an hour. It's an hour coming. My wife wants me to go. She's acting like, come on, boo, it's 9:37 and I want some quality time with you. Okay, look, let me get y'all this, because I'm going to give her time. Right, I'm going to make sure she's tired before the night is over. All right, now watch this, watch this, watch this. Watch this. Let me try to get this. The mindset of the chairman. So let's deal with this. Let's deal with this. Now, I'm going to write some things down that I want you to get, because this is very important. Right? Now, when I went chairman, the first thing I did was I got a mentor.
Okay.
Right? That was the first thing I did. And I let him challenge every paradigm that I had, and I never talked back. I asked David, I never talked back to him. Now, this may not be for y'all, but I also sow into his life. Yeah, I sow into my mentor. Now, I'm not telling y'all to do that. I'm saying I do it because I want to honor him for being a leader in my life. Because he's my leader in my life, I sow into his life. I don't ever want him to feel like I'm going to waste his time with foolishness and nothingness and negativity and complaining. I never waste his time. So I sow into his life because I want him to know that if I'm coming to you to talk to you, it's strictly about how I'm going to take this thing to the next level. Because I got Chairman 500 in my view, right? Now you can watch me. It's going to happen. But the reason why it's going to happen is because my mentor challenges my paradigm. And I honor him by sowing into his life. Right? If I go out to eat with him, he don't buy nothing. He got all the money. That's why you broke. Right? You broke because you don't know how to honor the person that's leading you. That's why you broke. That's a principle with this thing. You don't have to agree with me. That's why I got money. Okay? I got money because I work the principle. You don't work the principle. You don't have no money. Right? So if you want to go ahead, learn the principle. Honor them. You don't give them money, but at least honor them. At least honor them. At least honor them. Show up to your meeting on time. At least honor them. If I ain't got no money, but you can honor them in your time. The person you don't honor. Listen, write this down. Dishonor is the seed of instant loss. Dishonor, don't you write it down? My wife said yes. Dishonor is the seed. They still online?
Yes, 306 people.
Seed for instant loss. Now, ask Satan or Lucifer. Come on. Right? He dishonored the wrong person and lost everything.
Yes.
Dishonor is the seed for instant loss. Some of y'all are going to lose everything because you're dishonoring the wrong person that's supposed to be in your life to tell you how to take your life to the next freaking level. You don't have an opinion. You too broke to have an opinion. Keep your opinion to yourself. Do what you're told. Get in the trenches. Get to work and stop talking back. Now, you don't have to like me. I like myself.
I like you, baby.
Right. So dishonor is seed of loss. That's number one. Now, we're talking about the mindset of the chairman. Number two, testicular
Fortitude.
fortitude. Now, I need y'all to be familiar with this word, testicular fortitude. Ladies, you do have testicles. Okay? Now, when I'm talking about testicular fortitude, I'm talking about moxie. That's what I'm talking about. Moxie, right? You gotta have a moxie about. See, this is why Your business is in shambles because you lost your confidence. You gotta have this fortitude. Listen, guys, this is confidence. Confidence. Now, I need you to understand, because this is very important. When I talk to my team, when I'm talking to my team, I tell my team this. And I'm one of these vindictive people because, look, have you ever talked to somebody about the opportunity? Mm-hmm. And they shot the opportunity down? Mm-hmm. And you let them get away with it? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No. I'm coming to get you. If I give you my opportunity and you throw shade, I'm going to be the sun. I'm going to burn your behind up. When I teach my team to share the opportunity, you don't take the low road when you're telling somebody about their answer. This is a freaking solution to a problem. Guys, I need you to get this. The reason why ain't nobody joining your business is because you're trying to get them to join a company. Nobody joins a company. They join a solution.
Come on, sir.
And when you lose sight of the solution, you can be begging people to join a company. We are the solution. We are teaching people how to multiply their money for the rest of their freaking life. And you don't let nobody talk down or bad about your business. You don't let nobody speak bad about IML. You go to war. You warfare with the thing that's going to pay you. You don't let nobody speak up. Now, that's one of the pyramid things. Boo. Now, I'm black. Okay? So when you say pyramid, it don't offend me at all. Because we built them. Okay? So when you say it's a pyramid, that's a pyramid. My confidence goes to the roof. Yes. And we built them. And you're existing in what we built. Yeah, it's called a job. Right? If I'm talking to a doctor makes 6 figures. I still tear him up. I tear a doctor up. Doctors, you can't mess with me because you're still trading time for money. Guys, you gotta understand what you have your hands on. What you have your hands on needs your confidence. You've allowed people to steal your confidence. We're talking about mindset of a champion. You've allowed people to steal your confidence that got more problems than you do. You let 3, 4, listen, you let 30 people tell you no, and now the business don't work because you let 30 people tell you no. Are you that much of a suck butt? Come on. You can't be a suck butt all your life. Come on, you got to stand up, recognize who you are, and you got to stop letting people speak down about your opportunity. Have you lost your mind?
Sir.
You don't let nobody speak down to you about this opportunity. Where's your confidence? Who took it? Your mama? She gonna need a loan.
You better.
Your daddy? He gonna need his car note. Your boyfriend? He gonna need some shoes. Your girlfriend? She gonna need some Malaysian hair, Brazilian hair. She gonna need some
red bottoms?
What's the other hair called? Malaysian, Brazilian, Peruvian. Or they coming to you to get some money. So one of the things you gotta do is you gotta get your confidence back, guys. This is the mindset of a chairman. I don't let anybody tell me it doesn't work. Do you know how much people told me no in the beginning? Listen, I need y'all to hear me. Because my paradigm has shifted, I live for no's. I do not live for yeses. I care less about a yes. I'm gonna show you how to grow your business. Live for the no. Because before you got on this, no is negative. No now for me is positive. I live for the no. What? No? Yes. I'm gonna know my way right to Chairman 500. You got to hear what I just said. I'm going to know my way all the way to Chairman 500. I'm not going to yes my way there because you're going to get more no's than yeses. So I'm going to know my way there. I live for the no. I tell my team, listen, get over no's and turn that no into a positive. That's why you got to have the testicular photo. That's why you can't let nobody talk down about your business. That's why you can't let nobody talk down about IML. Listen. You got to take up for your company. You got to take up for what this company does. You got to take up for what this company is doing for you. You got to have some testicular fortitude. You can't let nobody speak down about what you're doing, especially if you're married to them. Do y'all know some of y'all are married to people who are unqualified to give you financial advice?
Come on, sir.
Your husband, how your husband gonna tell you what work? Lady, woman of God. How your broke husband gonna tell you what don't work? He broke. He should be unqualified to give you financial advice. Man of God. How you marry that ratchet woman who don't have vision for a better future? Oh, they didn't like what I said. Oh, should I say that? This is me. I love me some me, but I'm going to be 100 with you today. I'm going to be 100 with you today. Some of y'all have married the abortionist who lives to kill your dreams. It got into your subconscious that you can make it happen. You took that thing home, and your husband sucked it right out of your canal. Your wife sucked it right out of your canal. And now you no longer believe because you married an abortionist.
Oh, it's tight, but it's right. Oh, it's tight, but it's right.
You married someone who just wants to sabotage your dreams. I feel sorry for you. But there is help. You got to go when nobody else is going. Can I give you another one? What time is it? Do y'all know?
13-2.
Is this too strong for y'all? Y'all want me to stop? Come on, y'all listen to me. Was that too strong?
They saying keep going.
That must be too strong. This too strong for
They say no,
y'all.
don't stop.
This too strong. I say this must be too strong.
Go. They all saying keep going.
All right. So you gotta have a mentor. You gotta have testicular fortitude, right? And that's testicular. You gotta live for the no. I wanna put a pin there. I'm really with. I didn't deal with that enough. You know how many people told me no to get the chairman? 25. You know who told me no? It's your. My own mama don't believe. I'm just. How many of y'all mama don't believe? How many of your daddy don't believe? I got family speaking against me. Come on. You ain't special, boo. And think you just got people speaking. No, I got family that don't agree with what I'm doing. And guess what I'm doing? I'm hiring family now. And see, now I'm hiring family to work for me. They getting more pissed. Any of y'all got some pissy family? They so pissed right now, they just mad, just and just speaking at it. But when God sets you up to prosper, it don't matter what people say about what you can do. My own mama. I love my mama. I give my mama money. I don't listen to my mama because she's not qualified to tell me anything. Right? And some of y'all got some family. I had to live for the no. I couldn't bring this business to my mom. My mom would have, baby. And then she'd have used the Bible. How many of y'all got some religious folk in your family? They use the Bible to cancel out your dream. How many of y'all got some religious people in your family? They use God to cancel out your dream. I'm talking God. You don't know God. You broke. Did you hear what I said? You don't know God. You broke. And don't tell me God wants you to be broke. And you got people in your family that will use the Bible to suppress your imagination, suppress your idea, and suppress what you want. You gotta have a chairman mindset. That chairman mindset is, you can't tell me that God want me broke and poor and destitute and begging. You can't tell me that God, my lights off, and I'm gonna listen to you and my lights off? I ain't got no gas on Monday. Some of y'all ain't got no gas on Monday morning. None. And you're going to listen to somebody else to tell you what does and doesn't work? Come on, get out of that witchcraft. Get out of that mindset. Break the shackles off your mind. And you got to have some testicular fortitude. So when somebody talks against your dream, you got to raise your voice to speak against what they're trying to speak against in your life. You got to speak against it. Listen, I got to shut up and reserve for folk. Shut up. And listen, if I can't tell them shut up, I know how not to answer the phone. My phone be ringing, I be looking like, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no to all y'all. Just no. I don't answer. Why? Because when I'm giving birth to something,
Yes, sir.
I can't afford to have you in my head when I'm on the verge of a breakthrough. I can't afford to take that phone call. You take that one phone call, it throws you off your whole game. I need to ask a question. I'm gonna see if y'all respond. How many of y'all took a phone call before and it threw you off your game? How many of y'all? Talk to me. Talk to me. How many of y'all took a phone call before and threw you off your game?
Yes.
One phone call threw you off your game. One phone call. Why? Because the words of their fear were stronger than the conviction of your faith. The words of their fear were stronger than your faith. because you had no fortitude. You ain't got no balls, no kahunas. And you allow people to just push and step on your dreams and force it because you really scared. This ain't no business for no weak, jelly-back, sorry, low-down, dirty. So you got to get away. This is a business for the strong. Where my lions at? If you're a lion, I dare you roar in your house. If you're a lion, I just dare you roar in your house. Just roar in your house. Just roar to yourself and decree and declare that you're the best there is, the best there was, and the best there'll ever be. You ain't nothing sorry about you. Ain't nothing weak about you. You are God's chosen, God's elect for such a time as this, and you got to get your mind right. And the only way you're going to be a chairman is you got to tell some people you need to go straight to hell before you can tell me what will work and what won't work. And some of them, your family. So, what time is it? I gotta go.
9:52.
You got 8 minutes.
I got 8 minutes. I had 6 principles.
That's all I got.
And she gonna get money. They give me money. Look. I had 6 principles. I'm not gonna be able to give them all to you. All right. So, mindset of the chairman. So, you gotta have a mentor. You gotta have some testicular fortitude. But to have a mindset of a chairman, you have to be able to talk to yourself. Have you ever talked to yourself and you answered back?
Yes.
Right? Now, I'm gonna write these down. Write these down. A. Right? When you talk to yourself, number 1, you have to talk about your potential. I ain't gonna finish this. Alex don't have to get it another day. I'm tired. So you have to talk about your potential. You have to say what you are. Okay? You have to say what you are. All right, now, I need you to get this. This is God. Oh, I'm running out of time. All right. I'm gonna stop right here. I'm gonna do this. This is it. I'm gonna let y'all go. And I'll give you these other principles at another time. They have to get me back on when I got some time. I don't have that much time to do these, but when I do have time, I try to jump in and get this done. All right, now, I want you to know something called the I am principle. I want you to recognize the I am principle. Y'all still with me?
Yes.
All right, they online? Y'all online?
About 800 people.
Y'all write this down?
Yeah.
So, I need you to write the I am principle. Right? I am principle. You gotta learn this. I'm gonna leave y'all with this. All right? Now, there is a law called the law of feeling. The law of feeling. Now, okay, let's deal with this. I'm stopping at 10, so I'm probably gonna frustrate the hell out of y'all because I'm gonna just cut it off, right? But listen to this. There's a law called the law of feeling. We're talking about the mindset of a chairman, right? The law of feeling. Now, the law of feeling says, what I feel, I become. Right? For the Bible thumpers, the Bible says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Now, the heart can be categorized in 3 different categories. The heart deals with the mind, it deals with the action, but it also deals with the emotion, and the emotion is the feeling, right? So feeling is the heart. So the heart deals with the mind, the emotion, and the will, or the feeling. So let's talk about the feeling, right? So the heart deals with the feeling. Now, the scripture says he'll give you the desires of your heart. He'll give you the desires of your what? Heart. The desires of your what? Heart. The desires of your mind. The desires of your actions. But he'll also give you the desires of your feeling. Now, I need everybody to catch this, because feeling is the most powerful entity that you can have. Feeling is the most powerful entity that you can have, right? What you can't feel, you can't become. Adversely, what you can feel, you can become. So feelings connect me to manifestation. Now, here's why you're not a chairman, because you never felt it. Right? Come on, I need y'all to hear me. You went to these conferences, I'm a chairman. You ain't. You're a liar. Let's go ahead and call you a spade, right? You are a liar. You're not a chairman. You're not a chairman just because you said it. You're not a chairman just because you think it. I got people who think chairman, right? That's only 2 out of 3 entities, right? Here's the problem with why you don't have the chairman mindset, because you haven't felt it. Guys, you got to feel it. It's a feeling. And the feeling feeds the mind, and the mind feeds the action. I just said something. Write this down. This is good. This is good. So then, write this down. Feeling or feel feeds the mind. I need you to understand. It doesn't start with the mind first. We didn't teach you right. It don't start with the mind first. The mind is second in causation. The mind's second in manifestation. So it feeds the mind, and the mind feeds the will or the action. But the first is feeling.
Yeah.
The first is emotion. You can think something in your head but not have an emotional connection to it. Your ex is in your head, but you ain't emotionally connected to him. So you can have something in your head that you're not connected to emotionally, and if there's no emotional connection, it won't last in the mind and won't produce in the will. So you won't act out what you ain't felt yet. And some of you ain't felt chairman. That's why you ain't became a chairman. That's why you don't stay thinking chairman. That's why you're not working like a chairman, because you ain't never felt what it feels like to be a chairman.
Jesus, that's it.
What does it feel like to be a chairman? If you made $10,000 a month, what is the feeling? If you don't know the feeling, then you're lying to yourself, you're lying to your mentor, you're lying to your husband, you're lying to your wife, and you're lying to God. If you ain't felt it, it ain't gonna happen. Did I just get loud? Sorry.
Yes, it's all right.
So it's feeling, it's feeling, it's feeling. What does it feel like? Have you grabbed the joy from your future and caused it to invade your now? If you ain't grabbed the joy from September the 2nd and you're gonna walk across the stage of a Chairman 10, then what are you working on? You ain't doing nothing. You're lying. But if you ain't grabbed the feeling from September the 2nd in Houston and brought that feeling into your now, then you ain't gonna become no chairman, because you're gonna have the mindset of one and you're definitely not gonna have the work ethic as one.
Wow.
So you got to go into September 2nd. You got to run into the future. Get on the stage. Imagine yourself smiling and waving on the stage as a Chairman 10. You got to see it, and then you got to feel it. You got to know the feeling. Then you got to come back into your now. And you got to get in your now. After you get back into your future, from your future, you get in your now and you say, oh my God, it was completely euphoric. I got work to do, because you feel it. Now, here's the I am principle. When you feel it, you invoke the I am principle. Now, I am is the name of God. I am is the name of God. In the Bible, Moses stands before God and he says, who shall I say sends me to set my people free? He said, tell him I am. Sent you. What? I am. God plays this awesome trick on Moses, because Moses now has to stand in front of Pharaoh and tell Pharaoh, and he should let all these people go by the name of my God. And then Moses answers back, because Pharaoh asks, well, who is your God? And Moses has to say, I am. Think about it. Think about what Moses has to do. He has to stand in front of this king and say the name of his God is I am. So what God did was made Pharaoh look at Moses. He said, Moses is going to be God to you. No, Moses, no, who is your God? I am. No, Moses, you're tripping. I'm not talking about you. What is the name of your God? I am. Now, the I am principle works this way. Whatever you connect to I am, you become it. So, I am Chairman 10. Are people still on, Teresa?
835
Listen,
people.
I am Chairman 10. So when you say I am Chairman 10,
God.
you ain't talking about you.
God.
Jesus.
Oh God, y'all didn't hear me. When you say I am Chairman 10, you're not talking about you. You just gave God the title of your next position. Ooh, I want to kick this dry erase board. I'm too Pentecostal to be holy right now. But look. When you say, I am Chairman Ted, I am Chairman Ted, I am Chairman Ted, I am, you ain't talking about you. You're invoking the supernatural presence of the divine creator that lives on the inside of you. And you're saying what he's going to become, which then takes you out of the way so that he can show up in you. Now, I need you to hear this. Who can say no to God? See, people saying no to you because you're going to him talking to him like it's you. Oh, but if you sat down in your divinity and you spoke out of your divinity and you had the testicular fortitude in your divinity, then when you start speaking to people, they can't turn down the creator because the creator will begin to leak in your conversation. And when he begins to leak in your conversation, you'll be saying, you're going to make this money. You'll be talking to them sitting right there, you're going to make this money. Come on. I need 100 of y'all to scream, I'm going to make this money. Listen, I am going to make this money. So who's going to make the money?
God.
Who's going to make the money?
God.
Who's going to make the money?
God.
God going to make the money.
Yes.
Come on.
I'm going to make this money. So when y'all hear me saying, I'm going to make this money, I am taking myself out of the equation. And I am speaking from a supernatural level to where what I am becoming is more of him and less of me.
Yes.
You can't reject me now because to reject me means to reject he who sent me. I told y'all this. Christopher Terry is Moses. I said Christopher Terry Moses, guys. I said Christopher Terry Moses. He came to part the river and said, come to the other side. Now, can I say this? And this is not racial, but it's going to sound racial. God sends a white man to black men to give black men a reason to claim their inheritance. In a country that's filled with racism and hatred, in a country that's on the verge of a racist war, God sends a Christopher Terry with an idea to give us the ability to use the system that white elite people have used to make millions, billions. And here comes God and go grab old crazy Christopher Terry out of New York and tells Christopher, Chris, there's Christ in Chris.
Yeah.
Gotta catch it. There's Christ in Chris. Come here, Chris, because I need the third world people in the United States of America to have the opportunity to get the same opportunity that the rest of them had. Chris, I need you to create a platform where black people will have the same ability to invest the same way that white folks have had the same ability to invest. Guys, I need to tell you, our redemption as people of color is here. That's why I shout with Brandon Boyd. That's why I shout with Alex Martin. That's why I shout with Jay. They white boys. I'm shouting with them because I believe that this is our quintessential moment to go past what our generational family couldn't do and to bring in a level of investment that black folk need. Thank you, Chris, for not being white, but being God.
Jesus.
Appreciate you, brother, because eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, and neither is it into our hearts what God's going to do with IML as long as we keep him first. As long as white folks and black folks are no longer folks, but people are the ones that God. As long as race don't matter. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. As long as race don't matter. As long as people matter. As long as white folks don't matter, and black folks don't matter, and Latinos don't matter, and as long as they don't matter, nobody's gonna stop IML. As long as white boys are hugging black boys. As long as Latino boys are hugging black and white boys. Guys, y'all gotta see, this is bigger, this is bigger. That's why we gotta think like a chairman, because we gotta show the entire world what blacks, whites, Latinos, Asian, Indian, what we all can do together when there's one central love for each other. I love Jason, love Matt, love Austin, love Chris, Love my white brothers. They're my white brothers. They're my white brothers. Love Brandon. They're my white brothers. Right? And God's going to use us coming together as black folk with white folk to change the paradigm. This is the beginning of something great. That's why I don't worry about who say no. Because eventually they're going to all have to say yes. If we keep the love of God first and the love of man second, the rest of everything else is going to it's going to fall into place like it's supposed to. I love you all. Hold on, let me dab on y'all on my way out. Right? So all y'all, let me dab on y'all on my way out. And so I'm gonna dab right off the screen and tell y'all good night. I love y'all. Watch this. Oh!